Welcome to today's awesome ceremony. I'm Karen Panetta, and I will be your hostess for this ceremony. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, deans, department chairs, distinguished guests, graduates, family, and friends, welcome to the 2017 School of Engineering Graduate Program Ceremony. Please help me in welcoming the candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Science in Engineering, Masters of Science in Engineering Management, Master of Science in Innovation and Management, Master of Science, and Masters of Engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and welcome the Engineering Dean of the School of Engineering, the Associate Deans, Department Chairs, and the faculty and special guest, Dr. Bonnie Schnicker, to the 2017 School of Engineering Graduate Program Ceremony. Please now welcome the Dean for the School of Engineering, Dr. Jin Min Kyu.
Thank you, Dean Panetta. Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the 2017 School of Engineering Graduate Program Graduation Ceremony. Thank you. This ceremony is to recognize those who are graduating with master's and doctor's of philosophy degrees. The ceremony symbolizes the completion of the candidates' passage from being students to being masters of their respective disciplines. The road to graduate the degree is long and often arduous. You have to be curious and continuously pushing yourself to new heights. You have to be persevering and willing to accept failure and start all over again when that happens. And most importantly, you have to be tenacious and working hard, working really hard. Those who are having your regalia on today, sitting down there, you know what I'm talking about. Graduate degree is also a transformational process. Your graduate studies improve your ability to understand and solve problems, increase your confidence, make yourself a better communicator and lifelong learner. Through graduate studies, you metamorphose yourself into scholars of higher learning. Now, you are about to graduate. Looking back, you can tell yourself, I have made it. So, congratulations to all of you. In this happy moment, let us not forget how we got here. Let us give thanks to those who made today possible. Can I ask the parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, cousins, friends, all stand up, be recognized? Thank you all for being part of our students' life. Your support and encouragement have made huge difference. You all deserving a big, long round of applause. Without its faculty and staff, a university is only a collection of empty buildings. It is a faculty who weave the curriculum into an education. It is the staff who manage the daily life of a campus. So I would like to ask the faculty and the staff to stand up and be recognized for their contributions to the success of our graduate today. Thank you. Graduates, I hope that you had enjoyed your time here, and when you look back at your graduate student days, you will see them as a time of discovery and growth, the time in which you formed long-lasting relationships that will support you personally and professionally for the rest of your life. Today marks the official point at which you transition from being one of our students to one of our colleagues. As you embark on your new career in academia, industry, and government, please know that you always have a special place in our heart. You will always be part of Tufts community. This is not the end of a journey, but rather a beginning. Yours is the future of engineering professorate. It's the future of technology innovation. As you graduate today, you are setting the bar for those who will come after. To prepare you with that transition, I invited a former jumbo, Dr. Bonnie Shineda, to share with us some of her own experience on developing a successful career. After her bachelor degree in mathematics from Purdue University, Dr. Shaneda came to Tufts and earned a master's degree in mechanical engineering. She then went on to receive a PhD in signal processing from the University of Miami. Dr. Shaneda is the founder and the CEO of Sound Sense LLC, an acoustic engineering firm. Dr. Shaneda is regarded as a pioneer in vastly improving residential and commercial acoustics. In addition to publishing numerous articles in acoustic, Dr. Shaneda holds 10 patents and several trademarks associated with her patents, including the Paradise Effect, a proprietary algorithm for creating an acoustically correct and soothing environment. Sound Sense and Dr. Shaneda have been the recipient of multiple awards, such as WIPP Innovator of the Year, Stevie Awards, Commercial Integrator Best Acoustic Product Awards, Tufts University Career Achievement Awards, New York State Enterprise Report Best Technology Awards, the IWEC Excite Awards, and a fellow status in the Acoustic Society of America. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Shaneda.
Dean Q, thank you for inviting me to speak today at this ceremony. Distinguished faculty, staff, alumni, proud parents, friends, and most importantly, the graduate engineering class of 2017. Thank you for letting me be part of this wonderful moment. Usually when you're wearing a robe this late in the morning, it's because you really haven't recovered from the night before. So whereas that may be true for some of you, for all of you, this is a wonderful moment, and I want you to remember it. And I'm going to talk about why, because it is very important. It is a time to treasure. And I know this from my own experience, that this is a very important time and a pivotal moment and a milestone of great importance. As the dean said, I graduated from Purdue with a bachelor's degree in mathematics. It was not until I was actually looking at different jobs to do the interviews as a mathematician and then transitioned to engineering that despite my love for mathematics, I realized I should have been an engineer. So there was a turn in my path, and fortunately, even though I was in the Midwest, GE here in Lynn, Massachusetts, was looking to hire mathematicians to retrain as marine engineers. So I took a job in the Marine Steam Turbine Department Systems Group in GE in Lynn, Massachusetts. Now, I was the first woman to be there, but I was very supported at the time. And there are these times throughout your life where you have to remember those that support you because it becomes part of your foundation. One of the aspects of my job was that I needed to go out on a sea trial of engine rooms that I had done the work on. Well, at that time in the US, women were not allowed to go out on a sea trial, but there was a loophole. GE was making steam turbines for ships. In this case, it was a very large crude carrier, and it was out in Sweden. Well, this sounded good to me, so I talked to my boss, and we agreed that was going to be my path. So I went out to the sea trial. I was very excited. I had been working hard. So as we transitioned up to the ship, at the entryway, there was the captain. The captain looked at my boss, and then at me, and then at my boss, and he goes, "You're not allowed to bring a girlfriend on the sea trial." He goes, "She must leave immediately." Well, I can't even tell you what thoughts were running through my mind. I was insulted, I was upset, I was angry, and I wanted to tell the captain really what I was thinking. But I paused, and as Michelle Obama once said, when they go low, you go high. And that's exactly what I did. So this is the part of the story that gives you an insight as to why you must remember today. It is when you are being honored and awarded a degree by a prestigious college, and we have agreement on the side there, for your intellect and hard work. When the captain said to me that I needed to disembark the ship, because he assumed I was the girlfriend, I paused. I was actually counting to 10, but it worked to my advantage because my boss, wondering why I was so quiet, began to tell the captain all of my qualifications. Hearing my boss defend me gave me the strength that I needed to handle the moment with integrity and grace. And so, instead of telling him what I thought, I quietly walked away and spent the next 3 days working hard. Barely slept, only took naps. I was checking that all the valves were in correctly, right steam pressure, right water level, et cetera, et cetera. And at the end of 3 days, I ran into the captain. And I was thinking, oh, here we go again. And he said, he touched me and he goes, I'm sorry for what I said. He goes, you really are a great engineer. So had it not been for that moment where I should have remembered my foundation and my strengths, in that case, it was my mentor who remembered them for me. So that moment, like this moment, if you remember that foundation, it helps you for what you are. You are here because you were first acknowledged as hardworking and brilliant, and so you were accepted into the Tufts Engineering Graduate Program. That alone is a notable achievement. And then you worked hard. And you worked very hard to complete your graduation requirements, and hopefully along the way, you found a path of passion within the engineering field. Remember this moment. You have earned great tools from your education. You recognize for intelligence and stamina. Finally, at this moment, you are surrounded by a network. Family, friends, colleagues, all have supported you along the way. This is a moment that is the foundation of your future. And use this foundation to continuously pursue your path with enthusiasm and effort, which will be constant zigs and zags. Albert Einstein once said, the secret to life is like riding a bike. You don't lose your balance if you keep moving. So if at any time in the moment you're wondering if you're on the right path, if you chose the right path, it is most important that you just keep moving. He didn't say it has to be a straight path. He said, just keep moving. I make this statement out of experience. My career, my life was zigzag, but I always kept moving. Thanks to my Tufts graduate thermodynamics professor who planted the seed of thinking of life's experiences and problems as nothing more than a consequence of the law of thermodynamics, I always thought of the zigs and zags as a tribute to the second law of thermodynamics, which states that all processes result in an increase in entropy. That is, the process taken as a whole results in a net increase in disorder, which is another way of looking at these wild, disorderly zigs and zags in life and knowing it was inevitable. Yet, from a 3D perspective, if you look at these zigs and zags and you tip it 90 degrees, whoa, it's the shortest path between 2 points. But what typically are these zigs and zags? They were me, as you will find in your life, a bump in the road, hitting a wall, or just all of a sudden feeling that there's another direction that you really must go. And it is at that moment that you find yourself in a new and wonderful direction. And even if that direction, maybe the rest of your life you're going to be at the same company, but it's always a direction that will change in some way. And these are often moments of profound reinvention. This was also me saying to myself at each zig and zag to never, never, never give up. That mantra, which is one of my favorite, is actually often credited to Winston Churchill. Alone will give you the strength that you need whenever you're fighting some battle. Or it could open a magical door of invention. This is true in my career, if you think about what I just said. I went from mathematician to mechanical engineer to signal processing, and then going into acoustic engineering and starting my own company. So if you're questioning if you are on the right path, don't stop and worry, just keep going. But it is important to remember that the zigzag can be more than just your life story. It could be a single event or a project. The Navy recently contacted me to solve a noise problem. Now, this is very interesting because they were telling me how, for an amputee, that you have to put a silicone sleeve over the limb that then goes into the prosthetic leg. And what happens is this silicone creates a heat condition, and this heat condition causes sweating. The sweating causes noises, hence the noise problem. So the question to me was, can you fix this? Their application was for the Navy SEALs. Now, these Navy SEALs could not, I mean, first of all, they were embarrassed at times, but it also meant that they could not go back out into what they were doing before, which they really wanted to do. And they felt this diminished them. So I'm thinking, okay, I will look at the silicone and see what I can come up with. I looked at it one way and another way and another way. And every time I did and I thought I had a breakthrough, I would research it further, and someone else had already thought of it and then proved it didn't work. So what was I to do? I was very frustrated and realized I needed to not give up and to understand it at a deeper level. I'm in New York. I flew out to San Diego, which is where these Navy SEALs were. And there I said, okay, to be able to understand this, I really need to get readings, acoustic readings of the frequency and the decibel level. So there I was walking with them, and we were getting the readings, and I felt like everything was going just fine. I said, okay, I got it. Here we go. Let's go back, sit down. I'm going to take this data back. I'll figure out a solution. And as we were going back, all of a sudden I heard a sound unlike I had heard before. What was that? And I said, oh, let's do that again. I really want to get it. The Navy SEAL, with a smile on his face and a sparkle in his eye, said to me, that wasn't from the silicone sleeve. That was actually the burrito I had from lunch. So that humor bonded me to the Navy SEAL, someone who had lost a limb, who, despite the loss, had a great sense of humor, gave me extra strength to say, I will fix this problem. And after struggling some more, I thought outside of the box, and actually the answer is going outside of the silicone sleeve, which has resulted in now a patent-pending product. As of next month, I will actually have more than 10 patents, but each one involved never getting up. And not only that, but remembering a moment that was a foundation, much like today, that I had worked hard and realized the extraordinary and infinite power within me, as it is in with you. This is the point where I am at the end of the speech, and I'm going to remind you of the themes. They are deeply to remember this moment, but also to embrace the zigs and zags in life and the infinite possibilities that each bring to you. I want to congratulate all of you engineers, but before I do, what I want you to do when I give you the concluding congratulations is to cheer and applaud like your life depended on it. I, of course, am going to say, whoa, I gave such a great speech, and I will remember this moment. But you, on the other hand, are going to use this energy of the applause to remember this moment when you are being applauded for your achievements, surrounded by friends, family, and all those that support you, and all that you are and the infinite power inside of you. Good luck, and here's the cue. Congratulations to the class of 2017. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bonnie, for sharing with us your experience and wisdom. I'm sure that your advice will be extremely useful for our newly minted graduates as they are embarked on their journey of the zigzag path to their success. Thank you again. I now return the ceremony to Dean Panetta.
Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now begin the presentation of degrees. We shall now recognize the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Engineering Management. Will the candidates please rise and proceed to the stage? Dean Q, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Engineering Management. I would like to ask that Mark Rinaldi, Executive Director and Associate Dean of Tufts Gordon Institute, join me in congratulating the candidates. Professor Samuel Lugaro will announce our graduates.
Kenneth Nugent. John Yusufu. Darren Fagan. Melvin Santos. Jason Mello. Natasha Sarek Ulizak. Ogo Yuga. Matthew Mawald. Haimank Gupta. Rohan Sakpal. Darshan Bojani. Murina Youssef. Seema Madgonara. Khan Gao. Jiming Hong. Alan O'Driscoll. Andrea Dwyer. Hassan Ijaz. Zachary Perlmuter. Greg Singer. Anthony Hasleff. Eric Brulard. Owen Kiley. Richard Osterberg. Stephen Brogan. Leni Musana. Jennifer Olson. Jonathan Antocanizio. Peter Triakis. Andrew Siri. Janice Figura Gay Syria. Andrew Grant. Christopher Jagodowski. Timothy Helios. Javier Garcia. Marco Dimonuz. Christopher E. Frano. J. Hook Lee. Christopher Rafferty. Nicole Labo. Catherine Smith Peterson. Adam Leonard. Rudolph Hirsch. Nicole Slaughter. David W. Payne II. Frederiki Pieper. Brian Boyle. Amna Awan. Aikavish Sirga Kuzi. Jason W. O'Connell. Michael Spotford. Vieria Shalul. Alicia Bonaldi. Gemma Claire Palacio Taipan. Kirsten Maloney. Sirha Arif. Raymond C. Lung. Jared Gallagher.
Congratulations to the newly confirmed Master of Science in Engineering Management graduates. We shall now recognize the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Innovation and Management. Will the candidates please rise and proceed to the stage? Dean Q, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Innovation and Management. Mark Rinaldi, Executive Director and Associate Dean of Tufts Gordon Institute, will continue to join us in congratulating the candidates. Professor Parther Ghosh will announce our graduates. Kevin?
Hirose Kuroda. Christopher Schulz. Yong Tao Ding. Yahan Wu. Patricia O'Connor. Ashini Chandrala. Agent Grace Santoko. Sarah Durry. Rebecca Ann O'Connor. Marin Beneker Major. And Gulin Olser.
Congratulations to the newly confirmed Masters of Science in Innovation and Management graduates. We shall now recognize the candidates for the degree of Master of Science and Master of Engineering. Will the candidates please rise and proceed to the side of the stage? Dean Q, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the second degree in engineering, the degree of Master of Science or Master of Engineering. Department Chair of the Tufts Electrical and Computer Engineering Department, Eric Miller, will announce our graduates.
Should I start? Robert Kaufman. Philip Deardoff. Heather Zukas. Prudence Lee. Thomas Fernandez. Justin Bollinger. Augustina Ativia. Doyen Koo. Oh, back? Okay. Hi. Lauren Elizabeth Tice. Saran Kao. Pratham Joshi. Susan Bettetti. Ashley Tursa. Jennifer Thomas. Molly O'Toole. Michael Cruz. Antonio Cardozo. John Ward. Shuchun Sun. Ziyi Yang. Haonan Fan. Chen Lu. Astrid Joanna Advincula Veroy. Ganga Kasi. Nyasha Madziva. Joshua Wimble. Bushra Al-Qadi. Matthew Marber. Eric Landsman. Jun Wang. Yu Chang He. Erden Akhtai. Jared Bronin. Mamun Raja. Anzu Hakanai. Aruna Pillai. Lily Nakvi. Adam Zirba. Carol Chan. And Amy Hunter.
The first BME PhD, David Kaplan, had to leave, so I'm going to be helping her.
Okay.
First BME PhD.
Congratulations to the newly confirmed Master of Science in Engineering and Masters of Science or Masters in Engineering. We shall now recognize the candidates for the combined degree program. These graduates earn both a Bachelor of Science and a Master of Science today. Will the candidates please rise and proceed to the stage? Dean Q, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science.
Jennifer Skinto.
Matthew Aspan. Casey Corrado. Jay Destoris. Miranda Quinn Seeley. Elizabeth Kirtland. Steven Santos. Alex Daniels. Tara Watson. Gary Rocky Lee.
Congratulations to the newly confirmed combined degree candidates. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy begin to approach the stage to be joined by their respective faculty advisor as their name is called? Dean Q, I am pleased to certify that the candidates have completed all requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and have demonstrated by preparation of a written dissertation and by oral examination the sound and mature scholarship required of recipients of this highest degree. In the Department of Biomedical Engineering, we honor the following PhD graduates. Not with us today is Eric Palma Kittering, advisor Dr. David Kaplan. From the Department of Biomedical Engineering, Saran Wang, dissertation, 3D neural invaded corneal tissue modeling. And now I get to read a statement that each of their advisors wrote. So this is in their advisors' own words. Saran, Maggie, and I shared the eating of cooked silkworms at dinner in China many years ago. Thus, I knew she was a good fit for our lab since we study silk. She has done an amazing job on her research on cornea tissue engineering to establish systems with tremendous potential for impact in many areas of medical need. Replacement corneas for patients and new modes to study pain and treatments for pain. Maggie has evolved into a scientific leader, a terrific mentor for students, and a wonderful colleague with a tremendous future. In the Department of Chemical and Biological Engineering, we honor the following PhD graduates. Priti Bengani Lutz, dissertation, Zwitter ionic copolymer self-assembly for fouling-resistant high-flux membranes with small molecule selectivity. Advisor, Dr. Ais Asatenkin. Priti Bengani Lutz was the first graduate student to join my lab and help build it up from scratch. Her work on new Zwitter ionic polymer membranes has spanned material science, chemical engineering, and environmental applications, led to new filters with unprecedented performance, and has been very successful with several publications and conference presentations. Preeti has also mentored several undergraduates and took part in interdisciplinary and international collaborations. I have no doubt she will be successful whichever path she chooses. Andrew Lyman Fiordalis, dissertation, development of accurate and computation-efficient linearization techniques for modeling absorption with complex chemical reactions. Advisor, Dr. Jerry Meldon. This was one of those synergetic advisor-advisee relationships in which the professor learned as much as the student, thanks to Andrew's innate attention to detail and intellectual rigor. Our next candidate, Mahbooba Rahmati, could not be with us today, and the advisor is Dr. Emmanuel Sanakis. Though not all present today in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, we honor the following PhD graduates. Annalise Bloom, dissertation, characterizing steam flume variability, distributions, trends, and ecological impacts. Advisor, Dr. Richard Vogel. During her PhD program at Tufts, Annalise held an NSF Graduate Research Fellowship, a Provost Fellowship, and became a Fellow in the Future Leaders in Engineering NSF program. She also held an NSF Graduate Research Internship at the U.S. Geological Survey. After graduation, she hopes to continue at the U.S. Geological Survey as a Presidential Management Fellow. Margaret Garcia, dissertation, infrastructure, hydrology and policy, socio-hydrological modeling of urban water consumption dynamics. Advisor, Dr. Shafiq Aslam. Margaret came to Tufts as an engineer and has become a water diplomat who has mastered the skills and wisdom to synthesize science, engineering, policy, and politics of water. Now she is heading to Arizona as an assistant professor to conquer the world of water. Alexandra Kulinkina, community-based methods for schistosomiasis prediction and sustainable control. Advisor, Dr. Elena Nomova. Sasha's Tufts career is replete with accomplishments both inside and outside the classroom. Her doctoral work advances the importance of the primary prevention of urinary schistosomiasis in the eastern region of Ghana. Schistosomiasis affects nearly 200 million people worldwide and is widely judged to be the second most important global parasite disease, ranking only behind malaria. Sasha has conducted independent research on the environmental and behavioral conditions associated with disease transmission. She has demonstrated the relationship between exposure to contaminated water and infections in ways to reduce transmission and co-authored over a dozen publications. She coordinated and carried out fieldwork, collected data on water, gathered data from government agencies at a national, regional, and district levels. She's worked with local laboratories and supervised teams of field staff. Sasha understands and employs critical social and ethical considerations in both her multidisciplinary work. She is a highly respected mentor for both MS and undergraduate students. Her leadership and hands-on supervision has improved their presentation for field work and data analysis. Sasha's enthusiasm, focus, resourcefulness are extraordinary. Anna Murray, Evaluation and Regulation of Household Water Treatment Options in Developing Countries. Advisor, Dr. Danielle Lantain. Over her 5 years at Tufts, Anna has completed work in the laboratory setting, field work on evaluating products in Haiti, Kenya, and Nicaragua, and policy work to assist in implementing her research recommendations. Her work is holistic, multifaceted, and comprehensive. Her results are both deeply rigorous and actionable to improve water products and people's lives. Matthew Simon, a novel model for predicting traffic-related ultrafine particles in urban air. Advisor, Dr. John Durant. Matt Simon has been an incredible addition to the Air Pollution Research Group in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. Matt has a rare combination of field data collection, mathematical modeling, and people skills. For his doctoral thesis, Matthew drove to the Tufts Pollution Air Monitoring Lab over 2,000 miles through Boston and Chelsea to collect air pollution data at all hours of the night and day. He never got into an accident, or if he did, he kept it to himself. And if it weren't for being pulled over by 3 police cars in Chelsea who thought he was a drug dealer, he would have a spotless driving record. He collected over 8 million data points during his field campaign, and after meticulously quality checking the entire data set, he developed a highly novel stochastic model to predict air pollution concentrations. This effort has yielded 7 journal articles, oral presentations at 4 international conferences, and 2 winning posters. Over the years, Matt has been highly sought after by students to help with the instrument repair, data processing, and model building. The amazing thing about Matt is that he never says no. He is a gifted and patient mentor, and there are many, many tough students who are in his debt. As Matt goes off to join the workforce, he will leave behind a grateful researcher at Tufts and for his group who have benefited from the many data collection methods and data processing algorithms he developed. We will miss him a lot. Good luck, Matt, and thank you. Travis Yates, emergency water sanitation and hygiene interventions in low and middle income countries. Advisor, Dr. Danielle Lentane. Travis came to Tufts after spending 5 years working as an emergency responder on water and sanitation projects in Afghanistan and Syria, and with a desire to understand what actually worked to improve lives in emergency response. In his PhD, Travis was able to answer that question, completing data collection, analysis, and reviews that led to invaluable recommendations that will improve lives in emergency response. Jing Zhu, improving on mapping soil liquefaction at a regional scale. Advisor, Dr. Lori Bays. While at Tufts, Jing Zhu developed a method to produce regional maps of liquefaction extent immediately after an earthquake using globally available data sets. Her work has been widely influential and is being implemented as part of the Shake Map program at the United States Geological Survey. Jing is now working at Air Worldwide in Boston. Though not all present today in the Department of Computer Science, we honor the following graduates. Meng Fei Cao, dissertation, New Graph Metrics to Improve Network-Based Protein Function Prediction. Advisor, Dr. Lenore Cowan. Already we all miss the presence of Meng Fei Cao, who was an active and enthusiastic member of the Bioinformatics and Computational Biology Group in the Department of Computer Science at Tufts. Meng Fei co-authored papers that appeared in prestigious journals such as PLOS One in Bioinformatics and at leading conferences including ACM, BCB, ISMB, and the Pacific Symposium on Biocomputing. His work on new machine learning techniques for function prediction in protein-protein interaction networks is already having a deep impact in the bioinformatics field. We wish him the best of luck in Seattle, where he has taken a job working for Arizona Research in Machine Learning. Jisoo Park, discovering molecular mechanisms of human disease through gene sets in networks. Advisor, Dr. Donna K. Slonim. Jisoo Park's research involves developing new computational methods to identify the roles that sets of genes play in human disease, particularly in developmental disorders. Her drive, creativity, and curiosity have made her a major contributor in my research group. I expect that applications of her work will lead to the development of new therapeutic approaches, and I believe she will go on to have a strong and successful career.
The titles get switched. This is his title.
Thomas Williams, situated natural language interaction in uncertain and open worlds. Advisor, Dr. Matthias Schweitz. Tom Williams is a positively unusual student, sharp yet humble, driven yet not overbearing, goal-oriented without being stressed out, and overall a real team player. When Tom joined the Human-Robot Interaction Lab in fall of 2011, his enthusiasm for artificial intelligence, robotics, and cognitive science was very apparent. As he has gone through the joint PhD program in computer and cognitive science close to minimum time, this excitement has not faded, but only increased while he has embarked on multidisciplinary research in natural language and human-robot interaction that has culminated in a comprehensive dissertation on almost all aspects of natural language processing and artificial agents. Quite apparent to his committee when they had to dig through 340 or so single-spaced pages of cutting-edge research. After graduation, Tom will start a new faculty position at the Colorado School of Mines. Jason Wilson, dissertation, designing a robot to assist an older adult while preserving the person's dignity. Advisor, Dr. Matthias Schweitz. Jason Willie Wilson joined the Human-Robot Interaction Lab after an initial year at Northwestern University. And after going through another one-year phase of searching for the right dissertation topic, he found it in the realm of elder care robots, which he's helping to design to specifically support the autonomy and dignity of the elderly. While working on his dissertation, Willie has also developed a deep interest for education and supervised various student projects that culminated in peer-reviewed publications. After defending his dissertation in early June, he will start a postdoc position at Northwestern University, dividing his time equally between research and education. Yi Jun Zhao, addressing bias and subjectivity in machine learning. Advisor, Dr. Carla E. Broadley. Dr. Yi Jun Zhu's research addresses subjectivity and bias in data, which can hinder machine learning algorithms in making the right predictions. Her work, which is both theoretical and applied, has led to advances not only in machine learning itself, but also in multiple sclerosis and treatment-resistant epilepsy. In the Department of Electrical Engineering, we honor the following PhD students. Yu Chung, dissertation, low-cost optical electric sensors for gas monitoring under diverse environments. Advisor, Dr. Samir Sonkaseli. Yu Chen has been a prolific researcher. During her doctoral studies, she made sensors that can detect gastric cancer or tell you whether the food is fresh and if the air you breathe is polluted. With her seminal contributions, she has laid down a strong foundation for future research activities on sensor technology. We congratulate you on her achievements, and we will miss her infectious smile and warm personality. Chuang-Gang Si, distributed optimization algorithms in large-scale directed networks. Advisor, Dr. Usman Khan. Cheng-Gung's PhD work has provided answers to many unsolved problems on optimization over directed graphs. In very short time frame, he was able to publish his results at some highly prestigious venues. His commitment and productivity serve as an example for many current students. I, along with his colleagues in the ECE department, wish him a very successful future. Zemin Zhang, a novel algebraic framework for processing multidimensional data, theory and application. Advisor, Dr. Shu-Chin Aron. Jamie, you have truly earned this degree with your hard work, perseverance, and patience, even under difficult circumstances. I have seen you truly mature professionally over the past 5 years, and I wish you all the best in your upcoming endeavors. In the Department of Mechanical Engineering, we honor the following PhD graduates. Whitney Joy Crooks, soft robotic manipulators inspired by the Fin Ray effect. Advisor, Dr. Chris Rogers. Being hooded today by William Messner. Whitney arrived at Tufts wanting to do assistive robotics and leaves having successfully built a soft material robot hand that can pick up everything from a tissue to a cup. From learning ROS to helping kids learn engineering to playing Frisbee to flying out to Italy to compete in a robotics competition, Whitney has been a major leader with the lab and a lot of fun to work with. Christopher Neme. Dissertation, the development of an in vitro system for the study of osteoarthritis in a mouse model. Advisor, Dr. William Messner. After completing his degree, master's degree concentrating in microelectrical mechanical systems, Chris switched to osteoarthritis research in collaboration with the Tufts Medical School, which included mechanical design and fabrication of a system for culturing of whole mouse joints, running experiments with the system, and evaluating the data. In only 18 months, Chris produced one of the best pieces of PhD work I've seen, even while working as a teaching assistant for that part of time. Chris's intelligence, easygoing personality, strength of character made him a joy to work with. Brian O'Connell. Dissertation, design and analysis of an IoT usage tracking and equipment management system with an academic makerspace. Advisor, Dr. Chris Rogers, being hooded today by Dr. Ethan Danahy. Brian came to Tufts wanting to help kids learn engineering. After many years of working with schools, teachers, and kids, he leaves having developed a novel system for supporting students and safety in makerspaces. With his patience and passion, he has helped countless students fabricate their ideas, and I look forward to seeing him turn his work into a product on the market, earning millions, of course. John Scott Parker. Terahertz relative positioning, an alternative for formation flight in GPS-denied environments. Advisor, Dr. Jason Reif. Scott has innovated a new and exciting sensing technology which will enable formation flight using signals in the terahertz band. To date, these research efforts have produced 4 conference papers and a journal paper with more to come. Scott's research abilities have earned many accolades, including a Dean's Fellowship, a Mechanical Engineering Graduate Research Award, and a Student Paper Award from the Institute of Navigation. He is also widely regarded as an exceptional teaching assistant and a charismatic leader who served as a co-president of the Mechanical Engineering Graduate Student Organization.
Please add those 2 advisors. There's 3 of us.
Gabrielle String, Technologies for Drinking Water Provision in Developing Countries and Investigation of Water Safety Plans and Ceramic Water Filters. Advisor, Dr. Douglas Matson, but that wasn't enough. She needed Dr. Lantane and Dr. Erwin Zenrick. They all fought over her. Gabrielle String has done groundbreaking work during her career at Tufts, earning MS and PhDs in mechanical engineering with a cross-disciplinary concentration in water science and collaboration with faculty from civil and environmental engineering. She has been very productive and has produced 2 journal publications, 3 conference papers, and has won numerous awards, including the Tisch Presidential Award for Citizenship and Public Service, a Best Paper Award, a Best Poster Award, and a Student Organization Leadership Award. Gabrielle energizes a room with her infectious enthusiasm, her quiet leadership, and her devotion to detail. With her graduation, Tufts' loss is world water diplomacy's gain. Xiao Xiao, modeling of induced surface oscillation damping behavior in levitated molten metal droplets. Advisor, Dr. Douglas Matson. Zhao came to Tufts from China to pursue an MS and PhD degrees in mechanical engineering with concentration in material sciences after previous training in mathematics. He has co-authored 4 journal publications and another 3 in preparation, and has presented his work at NASA, where he was awarded the Young Flight Investigator Award for Best Poster. Zhao is a brilliant theoretician who enjoys rolling up his sleeves and deriving new expressions to describe observed physical phenomena that span the spectrum between theoretical physics and applied mathematics. He has a bright future in international collaboration as he continues his research as a postdoc studying molten metal solidification on board the International Space Station. Congratulations to all our newly confirmed PhD graduates. Dean Q will now conclude today's ceremonies. Please remain seated until the platform party has departed the stage and the graduates have completed their recessional. Then, please join us on the rear of the tent for a celebration reception.
Congratulations to all the graduates. What a crowd. It has been a pleasure and privilege to share this special moment in your lives. I wish you much joy and success in your future endeavor. Please keep in touch. We look forward to hearing about your many achievements. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Tufts University and the faculty of the School of Engineering, I now pronounce these ceremonies concluded. Thank you.